cohesion and solidarity. And Arab and Islamic countries celebrate blessed Eid al-Fitr after completing their fast of the holy month of Ramadan. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. The Sultanate of Oman today celebrated the first day of Eid al-Fitr after a month of fasting during the holy month of Ramadan amid a blissful atmosphere of joy, tranquility, and peace. By the grace of Allah the Almighty, His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq headed to Sayyidah Fatma bint Ali Mosque in the Wilaya of Sib in Muscat Governorate to perform the blessed Eid al-Fitr prayer.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
The worshippers were led by His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Saeed al-Ma'mari, Minister of Endowments and Religious Affairs, who delivered the Eid ceremony.
Allahu Akbar. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Allahu Akbar. وأدم عليه الخير والعدل والسلام. اللهم كن للمستضعفين في فلسطين وغيرها عضدا ونصيرا.
After completing the prayer, His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq accepted greetings and blessings on this occasion from a number of Their Highnesses, Their Excellencies, advisors, military commanders, and a number of officials, wishing them a happy and blessed Eid. Upon the departure of His Majesty the Sultan, the artillery fired 21-gun salute to His Majesty the Sultan. The prayers were performed alongside His Majesty the Sultan by royal family members, ministers, senior military commanders, member of the Council of Oman, CEOs of Oman Investment Authority, sheikhs and dignitaries of the Wilaya of Sib, among other citizens. The Eid ceremonies around the Sultanate of Oman addressed a variety of topics, including the bountiful blessings of Allah on the country, its leadership, land and people, the united sense of duty and the harmony, tranquility and growth development in the past years. Before the start of Eid ceremonies, worshippers gather in mosque and open prayer grounds to chant the Eid prayers and glorify their Maker. The Eid ceremonies also reminded worshippers of the true Islamic values of solidarity, brotherhood, and tolerance. At the end of the ceremonies, preachers led the worshippers in praying to the Almighty Allah to protect the country, to protect the Sultan, endow him with wisdom and success, and to return this and similar occasions for many years to come, as His Majesty enjoys good health and happiness. Following the conclusion of the ceremony, worshippers shook hands and greeted each other, wishing for happy and blessed Eid. His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, performed the Eid al-Fitr prayer at Al-Khor Mosque in Muscat. Along with His Highness, a number of their Highnesses, members of the royal family, their Excellencies, the ministers also performed the prayer. Honorable Sheikh Dr. Kahlan bin Nabhan Al-Kharousi, Assistant to the Grand Mufti of the Sultanate of Oman, led the prayer and delivered the Eid sermon while praying to Allah the Mighty to protect His Majesty the Sultan and the dear country of Oman from all harm and grant its people peace and welfare. On this happy occasion, His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Saeed expressed his best wishes to all citizens and residents, praying to Allah the Almighty to return this blessed occasion on His Majesty the Sultan with happiness and joy, and to endow His Majesty and the government with success towards achieving further growth and prosperity for this dear country, and to bestow upon the Sultanate of Oman, its loyal citizens, and all Islamic nations constant progress and prosperity. In the governorate of Dhofar, His Highness Sayyid Marwan bin Turki Al Saeed, Governor of Dhofar, performed the Eid al-Fitr prayer at the Sultan Qaboos Mosque in Salalah. Along with His Highnesses, the prayer was also performed by a number of their Highnesses, Honorables, their Excellencies, officials, sheikhs and dignitaries of Dhofar Governorate, and a group of citizens and residents. The prayer was led by Sheikh Musallim bin Ali al-Mashali, Imam and preacher of Sultan Qaboos Mosque in Salalah. In the sermon, he congratulated the attendees on the occasion of completing the rites of fasting and the advent of Eid, and enumerated the lessons and values learned from the month of Ramadan, such as solidarity, compassion, and harmony among Muslims, praying to Almighty to protect His Majesty the Sultan and to return such blessed occasions on him with happiness for many years to come. The Sultanate of Oman has unique, distinctive aspects during Eid days. In this country, the Eid is prevailed by smiles on the faces of children and the grown-ups alike. The Eid celebration in the country comes after a month of fasting Ramadan to reflect the strong and harmonious nature of social and religious solidarity and caring for the need of others. The Sultanate of Oman is like other Islamic and Arab nations, start their Eid day by heading to mosque and other prayer grounds to listen to Eid sermons, which remind them about Allah's blessings and bounties to them as individuals and to their country and social circles. After the sermons, worshippers greet each other, their friends and relatives, and wish each other a happy and glorious Eid al-Fitr. Preparations for Eid start earlier in Ramadan as people buy their Eid necessities in an event called Eid Habta, which are held for a few days before the advent of Eid al-Fitr all over the Sultanate of Oman, where people buy animals, Omani halwa, clothes, and other needed items. During the first day of Eid, people wear their new and best clothes and they venture out celebrating the Eid, greeting family members and neighbors with feeling of solidarity, love, and closeness. People gather to have meals specially prepared for the occasion, topped by arsiya, Omani halwa, and other dishes as well. They also prepare shiwa or underground barbecue meat and mishkak or skewers, which gather all family members and the neighbors to celebrate and cooperate. People wish each other happy Eid and many returns of the occasion during all Eid days. Eid al-Fitr celebrations in the Sultanate of Oman reflect the deeply rooted Omani culture and reinforce their bonds of friendship and community solidarity. The following report sheds light on Eid al-Fitr celebrations in Ad-Dakhiliya Governorate.
The first day of Eid al-Fitr unfolds with a burst of joy and vibrant celebrations across the Sultanate of Oman. In the Dakhiliya Governorate, the serene towns and villages awaken to the resonant sound of prayers, marking the beginning of Eid. Families dressed in traditional attire gather on prayer grounds. The air is filled with a sense of unity and gratitude as people thank the Almighty Allah for the blessings received during the holy month.
Actually, first of all, this is Eid. It looks like a gift from Allah. after Ramadan, after fasting. So it's repeated in the year 2 times. So in Oman at all, maybe you have same traditional do it in any wilaya of Oman. And first Eid in the morning, we go to prayer, Eid in prayer. After that, we return home and we eat that traditional food. Looks like haris or ursiya, and also rice with meat. It depends on anyone as you like. After that, we visiting family and neighbors and friends and many people, and we share happiness for everyone.
After Eid prayers, the festive atmosphere shifts to homes, where families and neighbors come together to exchange greetings of Eid Mubarak and share a lavish breakfast of traditional Omani dishes. Children adorned in new clothes eagerly await their Eidiyah, gifts of money, adding to the festive cheer.
Actually, from the early morning, starting people to prepare the breakfast, which is sometimes depending on the families. Some families making rice with meat, some making orsiya and making haris. And after that, they are going to prepare to go for prayer area for the Eid prayer time. Then after coming back from Eid prayer, they will go back home and then they will meet the families all together. They will take the breakfast and then they start visiting their families, other relatives and the neighbors as well. It is still there. Even if the father passed and mother passed, they will meet in one of the oldest brothers. They will meet him in his house, and his brothers, his sister, they will come to that house, taking the breakfast together, and then they start also the other celebrations. Really, the children, they are the first people who are really happy about Eid, because they will get Eidiyah when they meet their fathers and their uncles, aunts. All together they will meet them, everyone will give something. So they'll be very happy. Then the next time they're going to spend this money to the Eid. So that area where they sell for the children's toys and some sweets.
Cultural and recreational activities organized throughout the day further eliminate the essence of Eid in al-Dakhiliyah. Traditional folk art performances showcase the rich Omani heritage, while various community events bring people together, reflecting the strong social fabric of the country. Such cherished traditions reflect the deeply rooted Omani heritage and will continue to thrive and connect hearts from one generation to another. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Saleh Bakhalfan al-Rahbi, al-Dakhiliyah, Governorate.
Many Arab and Islamic countries today celebrated Eid al-Fitr, marking the end of the holy month of Ramadan. The Muslims performed the Eid al-Fitr prayer in an atmosphere of faith, rejoicing, exalting, praising, and thanking Allah the Almighty after He had granted them the completion of the month of fasting and prayers. Celebrations vary from one country to another in terms of customs, traditions, distinct cuisine, and many activities that include exchanging greetings and visiting relatives and friends. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq performs Eid al-Fitr prayer at Sayyida Fatima bint Ali Mosque in the Wilaya of Sib. The Sultanate of Oman celebrates first day of Eid al-Fitr amid social and religious rites reflecting strong cohesion and solidarity. And Arab and Islamic countries celebrate blessed Eid al-Fitr after completing their fast of the holy month of Ramadan. With that, we would like to draw the attention of our viewers that the English News Bulletin is back to its original time at 7 p.m. And we come to the end of tonight's bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night and Eid Mubarak.